Back to the daily grind, and y'all know we gotta talk about this. But before we do, make sure you hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
Full time family, we've got a problem. We better hope Chris Cyborg versus Yanakun Sakaya does not go to decision, or we might see one of the biggest robberies in the history of MMA. Because Adelaide Bird is on hand tonight for UFC 222, and the first two fights of the Fight Pass prelims are already split decisions. Yo, it was so funny during this Bryan Caraway, Cody Stamann fight. Joe Rogan, Daniel Cormier, and John Anik are on the three-man desk, and Joe Rogan was making a joke. He said, you know, Daniel Cormier was like, Adelaide Bird's a nice lady. Joe Rogan was like, yeah, my mom's a nice lady too, but I wouldn't want her judging fights. And then this fight goes, you know, this fight actually, I believe, probably deserved a split decision. I mean, I think it's fair. The last fight, the Jordan Johnson fight, where he moved to 9-0, probably could have been unanimous. But all of these decisions are going to probably be looked at as controversial as long as Adelaide Bird is in the house. If you don't know who Adelaide Bird is, she's the judge that potentially in the Canelo Triple G fight, she's the judge that all the controversy was surrounding. They felt like she was the reason that that fight was a draw, even though a lot of people didn't believe it. And now she's here at UFC 222. And this is interesting because both of the first fights of the night were already split decisions. Now let's get into this fight of the night. I came into the Jordan Johnson fight, you know, into the middle of the fight. Didn't do a video on that one. It was a split decision for Jordan Johnson. But Bryan Caraway, the number 7th ranked bantamweight in the world, just lost a split decision to Cody Stamann, who was unranked coming into the fight. Cody Stamann said he wanted to prove he was one of the best bantamweights in the world, and he did that with a win tonight. He moves into the top 10 of the division. Bryan Caraway, you know, the cards didn't fall his way this fight. He was talking about he wants, you know, maybe 3-4 fights this year. He hasn't been able to be as active as he would, you know, as fans or himself would have liked before this. But, you know, he was looking to have a big 2018, and he still can, but he just lost a split decision to Cody Stamann. Cody Stamann is going to move into the top 10 of the division now. He's fought, I believe the commentator said Cody Stamann has fought 6 times since Bryan Caraway fought the last once or twice. So he's been very active. Now he moves into the top 10. Congratulations to Cody Stamann. How'd the fight go? The first round was definitely, I would say, Bryan Caraway's. Bryan Caraway had a big first round. It landed I think his only takedown of the fight. Both of these guys were pretty high-level wrestlers, and so you might have expected, you know, some wrestling coming into this fight. But because both of these guys were high-level grapplers, kind of like Damian Maia, Colby Covington, you actually seen a lot more striking and somewhat of a slugfest, especially in the third round. We had a little slugfest in there. So this was a very well-rounded mixed martial arts fight between Cody Stamann and Bryan Caraway. Cody Stamann won the second round. Bryan Caraway won the first round. The third round was very close. Cody Stamann looked like he was winning the round until like the last minute when Bryan Caraway started landing some big strikes and even went for a guillotine at the end of the fight, which if he would have locked it in could have stole the whole fight. But Cody Stamann did not get submitted before the bell rang. The bell rang, you know, there was only about 10-20 seconds left whenever Bryan Caraway went for that guillotine, and you know, after some scrambling, the fight was over. So with that being said, Cody Stamann got the win via split decision. And Adelaide Bird is in the house. That is 2 things I took away from this fight specifically, because we've got some big fights coming up tonight, man. And Adelaide Bird's in the house. I mean, I think that says enough. Enough said. With that being said, it is what it is. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. Cody Stamann just got a split decision victory over the number 7th ranked Bryan Caraway, UFC 222. And as always, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right next to it so you're notified every time I upload a video. I'm out.
Da 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 da! It's the motherfucking DOG.